we are as a people inherently and historically opposed to secret societies, opposed to secret oaths, opposed to secret proceedings. No official of my administration, whether his rank is high or low, would interpret my words here tonight as an excuse to censor the news, stifle dissent, to cover up our mistakes, or to withhold from the press and the public the facts they deserve to know.
All right. Welcome to Conspiracy Corner Podcast, everyone. This is Abe, your host. It is 7:30, June 7th, 2026. Just got off work. Pretty chill night. Got a little slow towards the end, but I had to wait on an Uber. Still don't have a car yet. Knock on wood, it's not a money issue. It's just finding the time to go get one. I plan on, if not getting a car, I plan on getting an e-bike. I want to do this real quick. I've been collecting Cokes. They've been coming with these little Panini stickers. There's 12 of them all together. I don't know. I just wanted to do something fun. I was like, I want to talk a little bit about this for a second. A little bit of Blue Pill content. Let me show you the ones I got so far. So I got 6, 7, 8. I got 8 of the 12 so far. I've been collecting them. Each one's got a soccer player on it. So let's see if I got a new one. It's kind of cool. I wish that products would do more of this. I drink a Coke every now and then on break. Not all the time, because my teeth are going bad. But every once in a while I like to have a Coke. And they put it on the inside. So this one, I've just been folding them over. I actually have doubles, so I tell you what, if you donate to my Buy Me a Coffee, I'll send you my doubles of this, of my Panini stickers. So this one I got Virgil Van... That's how you pronounce his last name. Let's see if I got him. I don't have them. So, let me put it in my binder. Let me take this out. I like to put them in these little penny sleeves to preserve them. A little bit of dead air, but I don't care. I like to do something fun every now and then. So now I got 3, 6, 9. I got 3 more to go. I got 9. Let me put these up real quick and we'll get on with the show. So yeah, sorry about that. I did want to do that with y'all because some people like to check out card openings and shit. And every now and then I do card openings, shit like that on my channel. Have a Buy Me a Coffee account set up in the link below if you want to donate to the channel. Helps pay for pens, papers, notebooks. I will send you a bumper sticker and a Conspiracy Corner bookmark. And I will sign the back of the bookmark. And if you want some Panini stickers, I'll send you some of those too. So, I'm very disappointed. I'm very saddened by this. Every day I feel like it's like just nothing but bad news. And I try not to be a negative person, a negative Nancy. I would love to come on here, you know, every now and then I get to do a fun story. Like last episode was some alien shit, you know, that was currently in the news. Every now and then I get to do some fun shit. Today's not a fun episode. we all know, if you guys are longtime listeners of the channel, we have a relationship with Israel, a master blaster relationship. Israel is the master, we are the blaster. And I heard about this literally, this article was June 3rd. I heard about this like 2 days ago. So about like the 5th. On the 5th, I heard about this shit. This lets me know that we are literally owned by Israel. It's the United States of Israel at this point. America has fallen. So let's get into it, man. U.S.-Israel integration is far from America first. We cannot outsource components of our national security to nations that do not share our interest, and that is exactly what this proposed scheme would do. Now, I heard this actually went through. They're wanting to merge our military with Israel's military. This concerns me for one. I have 2 nephews who are in the military. One's by blood, the other one's by marriage. So now they're going to be fighting for Israel. And let me just point this out too. If you think that Israel is going to use up all of its chosen ones in war, no, they're going to use up all our military guys first. And send all our guys on the dangerous missions. Or, you ever seen Boondock Saints? Whenever, the first one, the better one, whenever Rocco gets sent in with a 6-shooter, and he has to kill 9 guys, but they only gave him 6 bullets. That's what America is. America is Rocco from Boondock Saints. They're going to send all our guys in on suicide missions, and all their guys are just going to be mostly desk jobs, pushing buttons, flying drones, the easy peasy shit. We're going to be doing all the dirty work. You know that's true, because we're not the chosen ones. We're goy. We are goy, to them. The war against Iran may have resulted in some tactical victories for Israel and the United States on the battlefield. But Israel is not winning American public opinion, and neither are those American leaders who ardently support it. Yeah, MAGA is like, if you are still MAGA and a Trump tard at this point, or a Q-tard, yes, QAnon is still out there. It blows my mind. I work with a guy who is still into QAnon, and he still, like, loves Trump. It's insane. Like, I don't know what to fucking tell you. Like, I'm trying to be nice, but you're, like, fucking retarded at this point, man. He doesn't give a fuck about you. He literally was boasting the other day that he's got all this support in Israel. He wants to, instead of doing... Well, he can't do another term. I mean, he's talked about doing a 3rd term because he's, like, an unconstitutional fuck. He's talked about, he's like, after Bibi, I want to be the prime minister of Israel. And of course they love him over there, He's a good little goy. This dwindling popularity could put in jeopardy the $3.8 billion that Israel receives in U.S. military aid each year. And that $3.8 billion is not all we provide to Israel. We also offer invaluable diplomatic cover on the world stage in addition to direct U.S. military support during specific crisis. Kind of like the fake weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. That's basically what they're doing with Iran. Where are these nukes? It'll be one of those things just like the weapons of mass destruction with Iraq if we win the war with Iran, whatever that means, winning the war. They'll just be like, oh, it turns out they didn't have weapons of mass destruction. Sorry. Fool is you, Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, won't get fooled again. you know? So, in crisis. Separately, the war in Iran has mostly benefited Israel's regional agenda and has cost the United States taxpayer more than the estimated $50 billion so far. So we're paying for Israel, our tax money. Congratulations, we're all paying for Israel. Along with other things like NASA, you know, the ballroom, the bail room. By the way, Israel, this whole regional agenda that this guy is talking about, do me a favor and Google image map of ancient Babylon and then Google image map of the Greater Israel Project. They look almost exactly alike. It's gonna be the new Babylon. Just saying. Weird coincidence, you know. And you guys know me, I don't really believe that much in coincidences anymore. Because of these factors, most Americans are growing weary of the support we give to Israel. Gee, I wonder why. Probably because they're all fucking devil people over there. Not the civilians, but, you know, the Zionists, yeah. To get ahead of the changing sentiments, Israel and their American allies, like U.S. Ambassador to Israel Mike Huckabee, talk about a redneck last name, Huckabee, are attempting to rebrand the aid we give to Israel each year rather than the annual Memorandum of Understanding, MOU, outlines. Anything that we give to Tel Aviv will be based on trade. According to Huckabee, the goal is to this shift is to undermine the nation that Israel is independent on American handouts and that the U.S. taxpayer is footing the bill for the horrific scenes coming out of Gaza and Lebanon. There is, of course, a major catch. The catch is, in Section 224, cleverly buried deep in the massive National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA, which is entitled United States-Israel Defense Technology Cooperation Initiative, this initiative transitions the traditional aid relationship into a deeper partnership between the U.S. and Israel in many aspects of technological research and development and defense production, and would also give Israel unprecedented access to the United States technology development and quote-unquote data fusion. Now, that's a mouthful, but what I'm getting out of this, it's very odd that all these data centers are going up, which are going to mass surveil America. Peter Thiel got the hell out of Dodge the other day because he said, my political alliance is not lining up with Trump, and no, it's like, you know what's coming, Mr. Palantir. But it sounds to me like I think those data centers are going to be for mass surveillance, but Israel is going to have, from what I hear out of that, free reign of anything data-wise with the United States. Which, I was talking to my brother the other day, and like it's pretty clear that Mossad and CIA are the same fucking shit. I mean, you have Five Eyes. I believe in the whole conspiracy that they all work together. Like as far as Five Eyes, Mossad, CIA, MI6. It's fucked. Section 224, which has been literally endorsed by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, essentially transformed Israel from a top U.S. aid recipient to a full member of the United States defense and intelligence apparatus. We are merging our militaries. When it comes to counterintelligence and strategic messaging, the Section 224 initiative is far more damaging to U.S. national security than the previous arrangement. By embedding Israel in the production of critical defense technologies, we are creating access and control mechanisms for a nation that has drastically different goals than America does. Well, than Americans do, because most of America is against this Zionist bullshit. I don't know though, man. There's a lot of fucking... I live in Kentucky. And here lately I've just been bashing on Kentucky, but I see a lot of like red-blooded, like MAGA, Zionist, right-wing conservative fucking morons around here. And it's actually quite terrifying. So when people say the election was rigged against Massey, that's possible. It is shady as fuck. That whole thing is shady as fuck. I've done like 3 episodes on it. Go check out the Massey versus Gowrand or whatever the fuck his name is playlist on YouTube. It's shady as fuck. But it wouldn't surprise me if Gowrand actually did win, because there is that many fucking retards here in Kentucky, man. I'm just saying. I see it all the fucking time. We should instead keep the development of key technologies restricted to Americans only. The dangers of allowing any other nation to access our sensitive military technologies are obvious, including the fact that backdoors and spyware can be installed that will most certainly be used by the Israelis to influence U.S. policy. Yeah. I mean, they've already been like... They blew Massey out of the water just by funding. Who's to say they're not going to be able to, like, rig elections and shit now? They're just going to be able to rig elections and shit. And they've already got, like... Look up how many people in Congress and Senate, how many American politicians are dual citizenship with Israel. And also, look up how many of them get AIPAC funding. We have been infiltrated by Israel, and we are the United States of Israel now. We are the United States of Israel. We're fucked. At this point, dude, I'm like gonna just be an anarchist, I think. I think I'm just gonna be a full-blown fucking anarchist. Like, fuck politics in general. I hate to be black-pilled. I try not to be black-pilled, but when I see shit like this, it's fucking insane. From a strategic messaging perspective, Section 224 is a nightmare for the Trump administration and any lawmaker who supports it. Good. It should be a nightmare for the Trump administration. I'm not sure if this author of this article is a Trumper, but like I said earlier, Trump has literally done a 180 on everything. I swear to God, he is going to come down as like the worst president ever. I'm not even joking. I think he probably will. I thought Joe Biden was bad, and I reported on all the crazy shit during Biden's administration. Actually, if you want to go look at all the shit I reported on, I have a playlist, The Bidens, on my YouTube channel. I've reported on all his shit show. At this point, think that Trump may actually be a worse president than Joe Biden. I'm not even joking. I am not even joking at this point. Sentiment in America is turning against Israel, and Section 224 will not help quell the prevailing narrative that Israel has too much influence on the American government. Yeah. A more troubling aspect of this scheme is that it allows Israeli manufacturers to operate production facilities in the United States with an American partner. This stands in contrast to the standard way America provides military support to nations. Historically, the weapons that the U.S. provides in arms packagings are all made in the U.S. by American manufacturers. Section 224 will give Israel the ability to actually create jobs in America. This is a powerful talking point that will give Israel leverage with members of Congress and the American public. Yeah, because a lot of members of Congress and Senate, American politicians in general, it seems like most of them do insider trading. I swear to God, dude, like, I am going to, like, if I ever, knock on wood, I'm working with Kroger. And hopefully I'll be working on with Kroger for years. But if I had to job hunt, I would boycott working for any fucking Israeli government company. And that's what we need to do as people. If you're anti-Zionist, if you're anti-Israel as far as their government, keep an eye on who your employer is, or if you're looking for a job, do not work for these companies. I would rather take a job with less money than take a job with more money, and the more money job being an Israeli government job. Fuck them. I would rather have my dignity and honor of working for a company and making less money. Sure, Israeli defense companies and subcontractors currently operate in the United States. Oh, by the way, you know what this reminds me of? Of like China buying up all this land around here, and like they have their own police stations here. Like, I'm not even joking. We'll have to do a whole episode on it. It's fucking scary. It just reminds me of that, just the slow infiltration. Like, we've been infiltrated by China. Now we're getting, like, we've been infiltrated by Israel, but it's just more blatant and obvious now. It's just fucking nuts, man. So let's see. Some Israeli defense companies and subcontractors currently operate in the United States. However, they still must compete with American companies and lack the access to the U.S. government that American defense companies enjoy. Section 224 would turn that on its head, as Israel would be co-producing weapons system, giving Israeli companies an unprecedented edge inside the Pentagon. We've been infiltrated. We're fucked. The idea of Israel creating American jobs by manufacturing military technologies in the U.S. may sound positive on its face. After all, who doesn't want more American jobs? But this argument is built on the same fallacy that is used to justify the $3.8 billion in military aid that we currently give to Israel, that the aid is mostly spent on American weapons systems, so that it's not actually aid but an investment in American industry, as the pro-Israel lobby claims. Of course. First, the idea that we need to give billions to a foreign country to manufacture American weapons systems is ridiculous. Supporters of Israel, like Ambassador Huckabee, like to say that $3.8 billion we give to Israel goes back into the American economy. This assumes that we need to give a foreign nation money to fund our defense industry. This is nonsense. We should instead invest $3.8 billion directly on weapons system for our own inventories, or sell them to nations that don't need to pay for it with American aid money. Agreed. So we're just giving them money and they give it back. That makes no fucking sense. Second, the majority of the profits from the defense sector don't go into creating American jobs or back into American communities. They go to the CEO's profits and stock buybacks. This has been an issue that President Trump himself has raised. Moreover, how have Israel's actions in Iran, Gaza, or Lebanon made America safer or more prosperous? Some of the intelligence we give from the Israelis can be useful, but our increasing over-reliance on it has caused our own capabilities to atrophy. We are a sovereign nation. We cannot outsource components of our national security to nations that do not share our interest. They will put their own interest first every time. No other government prioritizes the need of the different country before its own, because that would be foolish. Israel can still be a decent partner. I don't know about that, buddy. So long as we are clear-eyed about the differences between our two countries and act accordingly, we must have put America first. So yeah, obviously, as an American, who I love my nation, but I hate my government. This upsets me. It bothers me highly. It's frustrating. And I don't know what else to say, man. It's just fucking nuts. So yeah, here we go. Congress advances U.S./Israeli military integration plan. Provision in the 2027 draft U.S. defense bill could bind the two countries' weapons industries closer than ever. A provision in a bill before the United States Congress could tie the U.S. and Israeli militaries far more closely together, deepening their cooperation on weapons research, production, and technology. The proposal, titled the United States-Israeli Defense Technology Cooperation Initiative, appears in Section 224 of the House Armed Services Committee's version of the fiscal year 2027. So this is all going to come into play 2027. It's so frustrating. When is the next election? 2028 for the next president, right? This year it's just now summertime, but still, I mean, National Defense Authorization, NDAA. The measure is still at an early stage. The NDAA is passed by Congress each year to set U.S. military policy and authorize defense programs and spending levels. So I don't know. It might not have went through. This was on the... I don't know. I heard it went through. This was on the 30th. I heard it went through. I don't know. Significant change in one of the world's closest military relationships, shifting the two countries from a partnership centered largely on U.S. military aid towards one in which defense industries are more deeply intertwined. Section 224 would require the U.S. Defense Secretary to appoint an executive agent, a single official to coordinate military cooperation between U.S. and Israel. Oh, and you know it's going to be some shady motherfucker who gets AIPAC money, who has dual citizenship, who's a Zionist. It would not surprise me if his last name ended in Berg or Steen. You know, maybe he was a part of a certain religion that reads the Talmud. That work would cover joint research and development, the shared production of weapons, and the linking of military systems and data. Quote, what Congress is trying to do now is find different ways of entrenching the relationship so deep in America's own defense industrial base that it is impossible to root it out. Josh Paul, a former U.S. Department of State official and founder of the Advocacy for a New Policy, said about the controversial provision. Josh Paul, I wonder if he's related to Rand Paul or Ron Paul. If he's a Paul, then that means he's good. He's most likely fighting it. A new section of law, if he's related to Rand Paul or Ron Paul. They're actually one of the very few good fucking politicians out there. We had Massey. It would not surprise me. I thought I heard something the other day about him retiring. Marjorie Taylor Greene, like, either retired or will retire, if I remember correctly. So she's out. Tulsi Gabbard, I believe, is retiring, which sucks. So, like, literally, there's gonna be, like, no one fucking good in there anymore. Like, and I'm trying not to be black-pilled, but it's like, dude, every day it just feels like we are more fucked every fucking day, man. It's just, like, more and more and more fucked. And I hate to be like this. I'm not trying to depress you all. It's just, this, I do not like this. This is sketchy as fuck. Trump, I believe, will be the worst president of the United States of America. I love you all. Please like, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this craziness in the comments. Y'all have a good day. And I may or may not put out another episode. I don't fucking know. My internet's being shitty as fuck here lately. So I'm going to take a bath, try to get this one out. And then I may put out another episode. So stay tuned if so.